Run by the Hawks to close in.
Maryland helped build that lead by taking the ball inside. Watch here as the ball goes inside to Tchaikovsky. Catches the ball. Now look at his eyes. He's going to take and he's going to look toward Lehman, then fake toward the middle of the court, and then turn the other way. Watch the defender's reaction as he does the fake, steps away from him. He's able to get to the basket. The Terps could use some more of that in the second half. Again, the fake, the defender steps away. Tchaikovsky, a really nice first half for the Terps. He had 4 points, 18 points off the Terrapin bench in the first half.
Second half from Xfinity Center. Carter spinning through the lane, and he was fouled in the process.
And it's a good thing that the Terps had those 18 points off the bench, because the trio of Carter, Suleiman, and Lehman, who normally score 35 points a game, today are so far 1 for 8 and only 6 points among them. Carter didn't have a field goal yet. He was 2 for 2 from the line in the first half.
Numbers from the first half. The Terps started hot in this game shooting, cooled off as it went on. Maryland Eastern Shore, 46%, Dan, hanging tough.
Yeah, they really are. You got to give them a lot of credit. They were down 14. It looked like Maryland had seized control of the game. And their strategy in the first half was to hang on to the ball and try to score in the last 10 seconds of the shot clock, and they had more success at the end of the half than they did at the beginning.
Carter now has 4 points, all from the free throw line. Wing jumper, knocking it down. And it's Shane Randall.
Well, Randall's made a couple of buckets, and what created that play was Martin driving the ball into the lane and drawing the defenders.
Terps have been to the line 12 times. They average over 21 free throw attempts per game. This is Lehman in rhythm for 3.
Boy, and that's good news for the Maryland Terrapins. The Terps now coming out with some 1-2-2 3/4 court pressure. This is going to be a 10-second violation. Very close.
Just did get it across the line. Attacking the rim. Big time contact. Offensive foul.
And that's going to be on Bakari Copeland. And that's bad news for the Hawks, because that's 3 personal fouls now. And this is one of the things that happens when you get that pressure. You're not necessarily trying to steal the ball, but you get the other team going faster than they want to. Carter sets up outside that restricted area, and Copeland just runs him over.
Terps have not lost when they've owned the first half lead. 6-0 so far this season. Led by 6 at the end of 20 minutes. Trimble down the lane. Had it knocked away, but there was contact.
Maryland Eastern Shore had good success in the first half employing zone defenses. Here to start the second half, they're back to the man-to-man, and Melo Trimble showing you how hard it is to guard him in that kind of a defense. And Bobby Collins now trying to consider what his options might be here as we move along in the second half.
Trimble has now made 28 of his last 29 free throw attempts, 83% of the season. 8th in the conference, and his first trips to the line this afternoon and now evening.
Maryland Eastern Shore is minus 58 in scoring from the free throw line on the year, and that trend has continued today.
That's going to be Elliott, Dan. He'll rattle that rim and go to double figures with 11 points.
Elliott is a very aggressive player. He clearly runs very well. That was just a nice job getting the ball up the court quickly after the made free throw.
Terps have only missed 1 free throw in the game, 13 of 14 from the line. With those previous free throws, Trimble is now into double digits with 10 points. Suleiman. Shot clock's at 4. And the Hawks bail out the Terps with a late foul in that shot clock.
And we've seen that a couple of times, some fouls that just aren't very good fouls. And that's 3 on Elliott. You're allowed to use that arm bar if you're playing in the low post, but you're not allowed to push with it, or at least extend it. You're allowed to hold your position, but you can't extend it, and that's what Elliott did.
Suleiman gives it up. Trimble for 3.
This is the way Maryland started the game, really sharp with their passing.
Stolen. Suleiman 1-on-2. The trailer is Carter. Trimble. Three-pointer.
did you see the smile on Trimble's face before he caught the ball? As he was rising up to shoot that when he had a big grin on his face. What a tremendous example of ball movement by the Maryland Terrapins. They ought to be smiling, guys. That was some play.